Welcome back to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're plunging into some really useful English vocabulary. We're looking at words and phrases for, well, two key things, right?
hmm Finding relaxation, escaping stress,
Yeah, getting away. And then sort of switching
to
gears.
talk about things we find appealing, attractive, delightful, that kind of thing.
Exactly. We all need those moments to step away, and we're always reacting to things around us, finding things, nice or captivating.
Right. And the language we use for this, it really matters. It shapes how we even think about rest and appreciation. So the goal today is to really unpack the feel of some key terms.
Think of it as adding some precision tools to your English toolkit. We're going to explore, get away from it all, recharge, and that interesting use of battery.
And then we'll look at the appeal side with beautiful, charm, and charming. Lots to cover.
Okay, let's jump right in. Where do we start?
Let's start with that escape phrase, get away from it all.
Okay, this one feels significant. It's not just popping out for lunch, is it?
No, definitely not. It's an idiom, get away from it all. And it specifically means going somewhere different, somewhere away from your usual routine.
Specifically to relax.
Yes, specifically to relax and escape. Escape the daily grind, the responsibilities, the stress. The idea is you want a complete break, a real change of scenery, change of pace.
So it really conveys that desire for a tranquil escape, getting away from the noise, the hustle and bustle.
Precisely. You hear it when someone's had a really tough time, like, phew, after that project, I just need to get away from it all.
It's that feeling of needing release from that specific pressure cooker.
Exactly. And it often implies, actually going somewhere.
Physical distance, right? Like escaping the city. Let's get away from it all and go camping.
Yeah, or booking a remote cabin. That deliberate change of location is often part of it.
Makes sense.
But the all in the phrase, that's key too.
Yeah.
It's not just the place.
Oh, right. It's the responsibilities, the noise, the phone constantly buzzing.
All of it. Sometimes, to truly get away from it all, you kind of need to disconnect digitally too. Turn off the notifications.
So it's mental distance as well as physical, getting away from it all inside your head.
You got it. That's where the mental clarity comes in.
Yeah.
Stepping back often helps you sort things out.
And while we often think of like long summer holidays for getting away,
hmm
it can be shorter too, right? A weekend trip can give you that feeling.
Absolutely. Even a short break can provide that much-needed relief.
Yeah.
It's more about the intention and the effect, I think.
Like needing to decompress after something intense or just feeling you deserve it. You really need to get away from it all for a bit.
Yeah, that feeling of needing a reset.
Mm.
Which actually leads us to a question for you listening. Where's your ideal place to get away from it all? What does that look like for you?
Good one to ponder. And often the reason you want to get away from it all is, well, you need to recharge.
Recharge.
Yeah.
Such a useful word. We borrowed it straight from technology, didn't we?
Yeah, like charging a phone. It's a verb, obviously. To restore energy or power. How does that work for people?
Well, it's used metaphorically. It means renewing your own vitality, your energy levels, after you've felt drained or depleted.
So you're getting back to full strength.
Exactly. It frames our energy like it's something that gets used up and then, needs topping up again.
Like saying, I need a good sleep tonight to recharge. That's straightforward physical energy.
Right. Or maybe you take a vacation not just to see new places, but specifically to recharge. You allow yourself time to restore your mental and physical batteries, so to speak, so you come back refreshed.
And it's not just physical energy, is it? People talk about social energy.
Oh, absolutely. Especially introverts might say, after that party, I need some quiet time to recharge. Spending time alone helps them regain that specific kind of energy.
Or like getting away from screens. Disconnecting from social media to recharge your focus, maybe?
Definitely. That's about recharging your mental calm, your concentration.
And creatives talk about this too, don't they? Needing to recharge their creative spirit.
Yeah, when they feel blocked or uninspired, they need to find new ideas, renewed drive.
Yeah.
It's about recharging that specific wellspring.
So things like walking in nature, reading, even gardening. People use recharge for that deeper sense of restoration.
They do. They find those activities calming, fulfilling. They feel like they're recharging their spirit or their soul. It restores something essential.
Wow. So recharge is really versatile. Physical, mental, social, creative, emotional. It covers a lot of ground for describing that renewal process.
It really does. And it emphasizes that idea of energy levels, which brings us nicely to
Battery.
exactly battery. Primarily, it's a noun, right? A device that gives power. Phone battery, car battery.
Sure. But we use it figuratively all the time now.
We do. referring to a person's energy levels, their capacity to function. It's a very common metaphor.
It makes our stamina feel like something quantifiable, like you can
Mhm.
check the level. Full, low, empty,
That's exactly it. We hear it constantly. My social battery is drained.
meaning you've got zero energy left for talking to people.
Right. Or if someone pulled an all-nighter, you might say they're running on low battery, just barely
Yeah,
function.
maybe we're feeling uninspired. My creative battery is running low, lacking that specific juice.
It works for abstract things too, which is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Like patience. Careful, my patience battery is almost empty.
Huh. Yeah, I felt that. It means you've got very little tolerance left.
It really implies these internal resources are finite. They get used up.
Hmm.
And just like your phone,
You need to recharge your battery.
you got it.
Yeah.
Recharge your battery after a workout. Make sure your battery is full before a big presentation. Conserve your battery on a long hike.
It's a very modern, almost techie way to talk about managing our energy, isn't it?
Oh, very.
Fits because we're all so used to charging our devices.
It really resonates. Okay, shall we switch gears now?
Let's do it. Moving from restoring energy to appreciating things.
Exactly. Talking about appeal and attractiveness,
Mm-hmm.
let's start with a big one. Beautiful.
Okay, beautiful. It's an adjective. Feels like a very direct, very strong word for positive appreciation.
It is. It describes something or someone that's aesthetically pleasing, attractive to the senses. It tends to evoke admiration, delight, maybe even wonder.
So it's about qualities that are lovely, delightful, inspiring,
Yes. And while we often think visually first,
like a beautiful sunset, or someone looks beautiful in an outfit, or beautiful painting.
all classic visual examples
Yeah.
were beautiful landscape, beautiful flowers, even the beautiful intricate design on something small like fabric, grand or detailed.
Okay, but not just sight.
Not at all. You can absolutely describe a voice as beautiful, or a piece of music, something pleasing to the ear.
And what about less tangible things?
Great point. It extends beyond the purely sensory. You can talk about someone having a beautiful spirit, meaning admirable inner qualities, or a beautiful gesture of kindness.
Ah, I see. So it's about the impact, the positive feeling it creates, like a beautiful poem, or even a beautiful, elegant solution to a problem.
Precisely. Or even a smell. The beautiful aroma of baking bread, it delights the senses and maybe lifts the spirit.
So beautiful is really broad then. Sights, sounds, feelings, actions, even ideas, if they're deeply pleasing or moving.
Exactly. It covers a huge amount of ground for expressing that strong sense of admiration and delight.
Okay, that's clear. Now, what about words for a slightly different kind of appeal? You mentioned charm and charming.
Yes. Charm is interesting because it does double duty. It can be a noun or a verb.
Okay, let's take the noun first. Charm. What kind of quality is that?
As a noun, charm refers to a quality of being pleasing or attractive,
Mm.
but often with a special captivating appeal. It's maybe less about pure, stunning aesthetics like beautiful and more about something delightful that draws you in.
Okay.
And of course, there's the literal meaning. Small ornament like on a bracelet, sometimes seen as lucky.
Right, a good luck charm. But focusing on the quality, it's captivating. Like an old village might have rustic charm. It's not necessarily grand, but it's appealing.
That's a perfect example. It has a unique character that attracts people. Or a person can have natural charm.
Meaning their personality is inherently attractive, pleasing. They just endear themselves to you.
Exactly. It's that special something that makes them delightful company. Or think of a cozy little cafe. It might have charm because of its inviting, pleasant atmosphere.
Or an antique shop, maybe. The mix of old things gives it a unique charm.
Yes. It's about an appealing character or quality. A house might retain its original charm. It keeps that special feel. Witty humor can add to someone's charm. Even an old book can have a nostalgic charm.
Okay, I get the noun. What about charm as a verb?
As a verb, to charm means to do something to please or attract someone, using your personality, your actions,
Yeah.
basically captivating or enchanting them.
So you're actively using your charm, like a speaker trying to charm the audience with jokes.
Exactly. Or someone trying to charm their way past a doorman. You're employing your appealing qualities to influence or attract.
Trying to charm investors with your pitch.
Yes. Or think simpler. A puppy's behavior can charm anyone. It actively delights you.
Can things charm too, like scenery?
Definitely. Beautiful scenery can charm visitors.
Mm-hmm.
A captivating story charms readers. The lively atmosphere of a market charms tourists.
Even a smell.
Yeah.
The smell of coffee always charms me.
Absolutely. It's about that active pull, the delight it creates in you.
So noun is the quality, verb is the action of using or exerting that quality.
Got it. Which leads us straight to.
Charming, the adjective.
Right, so charming just describes someone or something that has that quality of charm.
Precisely. It means pleasing, delightful, attractive in that captivating way we talked about.
So we use it for people. He's a very charming person. Pleasant, attractive, maybe witty.
Yes. Or someone has a charming smile, a charming laugh, a charming manner. It describes their appealing way.
And for places, like the noun, a charming little cottage.
Exactly. A charming park, the charming streets of an old town, a charming hotel with a traditional feel. They have that inherent, delightful appeal. And things can be charming, too. A charming film, maybe a romantic comedy, a charming handwritten note.
Yes, or a charming conversation. It suggests something pleasant, endearing, perhaps with a touch of wit or quaintness.
So how does charming differ from beautiful? Is there overlap?
There can be overlap, for sure.
Yeah.
But charming often suggests an appeal that's maybe more subtle or personal, or related to personality or character, rather than just pure aesthetics.
So beautiful might be more about grandeur or perfection, while charming is more about endearing qualities, quaintness, personality.
That's a good way to put it. Often. Think of a majestic, awe-inspiring mountain view that's typically beautiful. Now think of a quirky little bookshop tucked down a side street that's more likely to be called charming.
Ah, okay. That distinction makes sense. It adds nuance.
It does. So we've covered quite a bit today.
We really have a deep dive into language for, well, escaping and restoring ourselves, get away from it all, recharge, battery.
And then exploring words for different kinds of appeal. Beautiful, charm, and charming.
And understanding these isn't just about dictionary definitions, is it? It's about catching the feeling, the context.
Absolutely. They help you describe your experiences much more vividly, whether you're talking about needing that break or noticing something delightful in the world.
And having these words really expands your ability to express yourself clearly and connect with people by sharing not just what you felt, but the specific kind of feeling.
Exactly. It gives you more precision, more color in your language.
Well, hopefully this deep dive has given you some useful tools for your English vocabulary, and maybe even a fresh way to think about your own need for rest and what you find appealing.
We certainly hope so. It's been great exploring these terms.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. We've seen how these words describe feelings, qualities, states, but notice how they also hint at actions we take or reactions we have.
So how does the language we use actually shape our experience, our pursuit of relaxation, or how we even notice appeal in the first place?
Something to mull over.
Indeed. Until our next deep dive together.